Human disturbances of northern right whale population. Northern right whales are the rarest of large whales due mostly to human interferences and disturbances. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration describes northern right whales as stocky and black with no dorsal fin. They often have callosities around the head region, and these appear white because of cyamids, also known as whale lice. They have a long, arcing mouth that begins just underneath of the eye. This mouth has 225 baleen plates, up to 8 feet long on each side. These whales live up to 70 years, and as adults weigh 79 tons at 50 feet. Northern right whales are found along the Atlantic coast of North America. They were once found in the eastern North Atlantic, from the coast of northern Europe to the northwest coast of Africa. Scientists believe that these whales are now depleted in the eastern North Atlantic. Northern right whales now only live in the Western Range, from Nova Scotia to southeastern USA. In 2011, only 465 northern right whales were in the western North Atlantic population. Northern right whales got their name from hunters because they were considered the right whale to kill. This was due to their plentiful oil and baleen used for corsets and buggy whips, and they floated when they died. Northern right whales were heavily hunted in the 11th century until 1935 when they received protection from whaling. These whales are slow and often stay in shallow coastal waters. These waters are where fishing occurs. Whales can get tangled in nets and fishing gear. These entanglements can seriously injure or drown these huge mammals. Ship collisions are also very harmful for these whales' well-being. Whales can be cut and mutilated by propellers. Hard hits could injure them greatly as well. The noise from these ships, from ones that are carrying cargo to military and whale-watching ships, scare the whales. In 2012, a study was conducted and concluded that underwater noise from ships can negatively affect the ability for whales to communicate. Scientists measured a great amount of chronic noise or acoustic smog in right whale feeding areas. This means the whales have a hard time hearing each other. This can affect their ability to find food, mates, navigate, take care of their babies, and even avoid predators. Climate change is a factor to this animal's survival as well. As climate change alters the sea temperature, winds, and ocean currents, right whale food sources move. The shift of food has already brought the reproductive rates down. Though humans were the cause of the falling population of northern right whales, we began to try and replenish their population starting in 1931. At this time, the Convention for the Regulation of Whaling took effect. Japan and the Soviet Union did not sign and continued to kill the whales. In 1949, the International Convention for the Regulation of Whaling began. This protected the right whales from commercial whaling. At this time, in U.S. waters, right whales became in danger of extinction in all or most of their range because of commercial overutilization. Because of this, in 1970, the northern right whale was listed as endangered under the Endangered Species Conservation Act, a forerunner to the ESA. In 1973, the species was listed endangered under ESA, therefore shown as depleted under the Marine Mammal Protection Act. These regulations and acts helped to save the whales from commercial hunting. This helped the population increase only slightly. The NOAA has taken regulatory and non-regulatory steps to reduce ship collisions. These include mandatory vessel speed restrictions, modification of international shipping lanes, recommended shipping routes, and areas to be avoided. The NOAA made a regulation which states you are not to be closer than 500 yards to a right whale by vessel or aircraft. This helps to reduce ship strikes and disturbances. Slowly, the northern right whale population is growing. Their reproductive cycle is very slow. Females begin mating at the age of 10 and have year-long pregnancies. Females have one calf every 3 to 5 years. The National Marine Fisheries Service says that a loss of 1 or 2 female reproducing North Atlantic right whales per year could result in extinction. They also say that a female must have 4 calves to replace only herself, and 2 of them will likely die. With the help of the NOAA and NMFS, people are becoming more aware of the falling population of northern right whales. This population problem was caused by man, with climate change, ship strikes, and net entanglements, as well as the heavy hunting in the 1900s in the Shetlands, Hebrides, and Ireland. The northern right whale population is being constantly monitored. It will hopefully rise in the next few years.